Hey, it's Bjorn from WP Learning Lab. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to speed up your WordPress site if your site has high traffic. So what I'm talking about specifically is the Wp-Cron.php file. Now this file loads every time someone visits your site, and it checks whether there is a scheduled action to be done, then it does that action. So the most common use of this is scheduled posts. If you schedule any posts in advance, if you say you schedule it for tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., that will only publish when someone visits your website. So even though you have it scheduled for 8 a.m., if nobody actually visits your website until noon, that won't publish until noon tomorrow. Like I said, every time someone visits your site, this cron file runs and checks for scheduled actions. If you have a really high traffic site, that can really slow you down. And if your host is on top of their game, they will actually contact you and tell you that you got to fix your cron issues before they start messing up the shared hosting as well. Because if you're on shared hosting, you're going to have other sites that are affected by the slowness of your site, or sorry, by the amount of server resources your site is using. So an easy thing we can do is we turn off Wp-Cron.php and we create a cron on the server side. Now there's two benefits to this. One is you won't miss a schedule. So when we schedule it on the server side, Wp-Cron.php will run exactly when we tell it to. It's not going to rely on people visiting your site to run. It's going to run when we tell it to, and it's only going to run when we tell it to. So that means that it's not going to run every single time someone visits your site. So normally I set this to run every 6 hours. And that's a pretty good time frame. You can set it to whatever you like. You can set it to every week, every day, every 6 hours, every hour if your site publishes a lot of stuff. If you start going any faster than that, you start using a lot of server resources again. So the point of this is to reduce the amount of server resources you use, which will make your site faster. So the first thing we have to do is disable the Wp-Cron.php. Right now I'm in my cPanel account. I'm just going to log into the file manager. You can do this via FTP or SSH. You just have to get access to wp.config file or wp-config file. We're going to open it in the editor. I have a piece of code we're going to paste right down below this last database entry. It's going to copy from here. And this code is also found down below in the description below this video. So what this is saying is the function disable Wp-Cron, set that to true. So we're going to say yes to disabling Wp-Cron. When we save this, if you have any scheduled posts that are scheduled to run, they will now not run because you have disabled the cron. So we need to re-enable it on the server side. So we're going to do that by going back to our cPanel. We're going to find a place called Cron Jobs. It's going to search for it. Here we have Cron Jobs. So we're going to open that. And this is where we can set our cron jobs. And it's quite easy because all you have to do is copy and paste the code that I have down below this video, which is the same as this code here. Put it into the command line. Assuming that your Wp-Cron.php file lives in the public_HTML folder, the only thing you're going to have to change is the username. So this is the path to this file. And we can confirm that it's the right path. I'm just going to go back out of here, go back to the file manager. So I'm just going to confirm that we have the right path and that we have the right username. So public_HTML folder, we have all our site files, and right here we have the Wp-Cron. So that is the right path. Public_HTML is the last folder we need to go into. And my username is found right after the home. So /home/ this is my username, WPPHD. Now your username will probably be different. In fact, it would guarantee it'll be different, but you'll find it right here inside of your file manager. So we close this again. We can go back to our cron jobs. Now that we've verified we have the right information, I'm going to copy and paste this again. So we're telling the server to change directory to this folder. We're going to run a PHP file, and the PHP file is Wp-Cron.php. And we're going to now set the schedule that we want to run on. So what I usually do is I have it at 00 for the minutes, every 6 hours for the time, every day for the day, every month for the month, and every day for the weekday. Now this should run 7 days a week. I'm just going to click on Add Cron Job, and now we have the cron job down here. It's going to run on the hour, every 6 hours, every day, every month, every weekday, which is 7 days a week. And now you don't have to worry about your cron jobs slowing down your site. You don't have to worry about them not firing properly. Or even if you have a low traffic website and you find that you're missing scheduled posts, this is a way to fix that. You will not miss a scheduled post this way because the cron will fire every 6 hours, and it's going to make sure your posts are scheduled and posted. So I hope this video helps you. My name is Bjorn Allpass from WP Learning Lab. Please make sure you like this video, share on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out wplearninglab.com, where I publish more tutorials like this every single day. Talk to you soon.